with this stuff, yeah, because it I have found the way to buy in the cheaper cost, and yeah, they also make me feel happier after a long time faced with the peer pressures and like uh, peer pressure and it also make me feel more proud of myself when I know how to love myself in the right way.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for speaking part 3. Now, for speaking part 3, we'll be discussing about the world of consumerism. Why do you think people enjoy buying new things? Why do you think people enjoy buying new things?
I think people enjoy buying new things nowadays because of the development of the industry, uh, uh, like for example, about the cosmetic. Nowadays, there are many popular brands, brands that very popular in the world, and they also have many ways to influence their products to the buyer, and it make and it makes them earn many uh, earn so much from that. And another reason I think is about the popular the online shopping nowadays, and these days many people use online shopping as their as their daily routine, and uh, like some shopping apps like Shopee, Lazada, or Shop, and I think that make them satisfied with the things that they buy and they buy.
How does advertising influence people's shopping choices? How does advertising influence people's shopping choices?
Uh, I think advertisement have affected a lot in the way people buy products. Like the it particularly see that from the internet. Like there's many ways for the influencers advertising their products to pursue, persuade persuade um, their buyers their followers to buy the product that they were advertising, uh, and and after all the compliment from the influencer about the products, I think that's the reason why people choose that may affect the people's choice from your choice in online shopping.
Okay. Do you think consumerism is good or bad for society?
I think consumer.
Do you think consumerism is good or bad for the society?
I think consumerism have both advantages and drawbacks for the society. For the advantage, I think is uh, help the economy of the world grow up, and that also solve the problem about the work for all the workers from around the world. Uh, and in, a, in another hand, the consumerism, I think it also have affected a lot for the environment, and like for example, when the consumerism be popular, uh, there there are many materials we was used to uh, like to produce the like produce for the produce for the products not released to the society, and that make the pollution of the environment be like be worse. And,
In what ways has consumerism changed the environment? In what ways has consumerism changed the environment?
the consumerism change the environment, like with the overuse of the material. And, like for example, the plastic, uh, a a couple of reasons that cause the pollution for the environment, for our environment. Uh, after the popularity of the consumerism, I think there are much uh, there are much plastic materials have been used than in the past, and that affected a lot for our environment so far. So.
Should governments do more to control consumer spending or advertising? Should government do more control consumer spending or advertising?
I think the government should do more to control the consuming to like to do more for not just the for not just the safety of the users around the world, but also to protect our environment. And as you could see that that after the consuming and consumerism has been like grown a lot since now. It has caused a lot of effect to not for to people's lives as well as the environment. There are tons like plastics and some toxic chemicals have been grown, and it affects a lot for people's health and our environment. And that's why the government should do more to control the overconsumer.
Okay, that answers the. Thank you so much, everyone. So Mary, yes, you were able to talk. Actually, that's not enough because for speaking part 3, I'll be asking you 6 questions. But I think for the practice, it's okay to ask you 5 questions. Ask you 5 questions. But still, you were able to talk for 12 minutes, and that's okay. Mary, I've heard some few grammatical errors there that you need to work on, especially with your subject verb agreements. Okay, it makes, you say it make, okay, it makes. So just a little basic structure for subject verb agreement, you need to work on that, but still some you were able to do so. And for your answering, good, you were able to give examples as well for some speaking part question for number 3, and that's very important for speaking part 3. Thank you, man. Mary. Hello, good evening. My name is Mark and I am your interviewer. Welcome to International English Language Testing System. Could you please introduce yourself to me? That's great. Welcome, Larry. Larry, let's proceed to speaking part 1. Today's interview is we're going to talk about the world of consumerism. Larry, do you enjoy shopping?
Yes, of course I do. Shopping can solve my fever and make me feel happy when I buy a good product for my health.
How often do you buy things online?
I shopping online once a month because I don't have a free in the money, so I just buy the goods when I really need it.
What kinds of things do people in your country like to spend money on?
I think the majority product my people in my country always buy is the cloth because it's my country have a big brand name, so people want to prepare for my family or yourself the good clothes or the clothes from the big brand. So the clothes from the shopping online is popular goods for my people in Asia.
Do you think people buy more things than they need nowadays?
I think the problem very popular in everywhere because people buy to solve the problem or relax. They buy everything to prepare for the future, but in the future they do not use it for everything, so it's very waste. So I think they spend a big invest for the shopping when they buy goods.
Have your shopping habits changed over the years? Have your shopping habits changed over the years?
I think it's not because my shopping habits is not change in any time because it's my hobby. I want to buy the product really good for myself or my family, so I do not waste money for shopping.
Let's proceed to speaking part 2, Barry, and for speaking part 3, I'd like you to describe a product that you bought, that you were very happy with. You should say what the product was, where you bought it, and explain why you bought it, and explain why you were satisfied with this product. You have 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it, and 1 minute to take notes. And your 1 minute starts now.
buy it from the local brand in my country. It's very popular with the adult. It's because it's useful and convenient. When I'm buying a local brand, I can reduce the and can decrease the price because I am the people in this countryside, so I can make it easy. So because it make me happy when I can help my family cook or do some housework. It make my family feel proud for me, and I can explain for people I can help my family.
Alright, now let's proceed to speaking part 3. Barry, why do you think people enjoy buying new things?
These habits are based on people. When they watch on TikTok or search on the internet, they find a new product or it's useful for them in discount, so they buy it to solve the problem in some work, or it's make them happy or convenient to do this work.
How does advertising influence people's shopping choices? How does advertising influence people's shopping choices?
I think advertising is very popular in everywhere. It's attractive people give them more effort to buy their product. So advertising is very important for people, for the customer.
How does it affect them?
They can explain the benefits of this food, or it can explain for the customer the advantage and disadvantage of this food, so customer can believe this brand.
Do you think consumerism is good or bad?
I think it's both of advantage and disadvantage. First is disadvantage is people can free in shopping. They can buy in a lot of time, like shop online or free to buy something or window shopping.
No. In what ways has consumerism changed the environment? Again, in what ways has consumerism changed the environment?
The concept of consumerism change the habit of people, or they can change the way the host of brand give the product for customer, like in the market or local brand. They have more nylon bag, plastic, and it make environment more pollution. Because when the customer use plastic bag, they can put it in anywhere. If they don't need it to use for something, beside the consumerism can help the customer convenient to buy the product online, or it can reduce the air pollution when the customer go by transportation to this brand or market like this.
Should the governments do more control consumer spending or advertising? Should governments do more to control consumer spending or advertising?
I think this government need to control consumerism.
Customer spending. Consumer spending.
Consumer spending. Because this can save up the big investment for the shopping, or the government can express the environment problem as above, or they can make the customer buy the product effectively. Government have the more idea to lead customer to bring for them more benefit, or the boost.
As you're speaking, thank you so much for Mary, there are so many grammatical errors there, but good thing you were able to answer some of the questions. I don't understand your thought in the question that they've answered in question number 1 or 2. I guess you said, I don't have free money. What do you mean by money by yourself? Allowance. Do you mean by that money coming from your parents or money that you spend for yourself? I don't have savings. I don't have money for myself. You don't say I don't have a free money. Okay. Subject verb agreement. My country have. You use have? Has. It should be has because country refers to only one. Okay. Good thing you were able to use some good vocabs there, such as wide range of vocabularies. Majority of people in my country. That's very nice to hear. Yourself also. You need to work on your pronouns. Okay. You do not. I think you refer to their selves because you are referring to people who are buying. So you said yourself. You should not say yourself because if you say yourself, you're referring to me. So since you're talking to people, therefore your pronoun for that is their selves or themselves. Okay? Next one, mispronounced words. Clothes. Is that how you pronounce? Clothes. Okay, again? Again? Not clothes, not clother, okay. Again? And also nylon. Nylon plastics? Is that how you pronounce?
Nylon plastic.
Nylon. Nylon. Again?
Nylon.
Okay. Clothes.
Clothes.
Nylon.
Nylon.
Okay. Those are just the two words that I've heard you mispronounce. You need to work with that. Also, homeware applications. What do you mean by homeware applications? Such as rice cooker, right? Cooker. Cooker. Do you call that applications?
Homeware application.
Do you call that applications? Homeware equipment. Okay? Equipment's not applications. Homeware equipment, such as fan, TV, right? That's what you're referring to? For speaking part 3, your answers were like, I mean, some of your answer, you have a point. I understand your point, but actually, you don't have clear ideas some of the answer because there were too much ideas you were talking about. So why not just go to the point? Like for example, this one. Do you think the consumerism is good or bad? I'm sorry. In what ways has consumerism changed the environment? Your answer here is like very shaky, like too much information you give. Okay? I think there are so many ways or effects that the consumerism has changed the environment. These are, okay, you need to catch them. These are, people are buying too much things. And too much things or spending too much things means not good for the environment. People are throwing or they are receiving, they're putting their, their products inside of plastic and they don't care about this plastic anymore. They after they use it, they just throw it away, something like that. So just have a clear idea about it. Some of your answer also were you weren't able to give examples. Because what I'm saying in speaking part 3 is very important to give examples. Okay? I have prepared a simple celebration for Jack outside, so can we go outside and celebrate for at least 10 minutes to congratulate Jack for his exam? Let's go out. Just 10 minutes, okay? We don't have so much time. Come here, let's go out. I prepared just a simple, okay? Not too much though. Come here. Just 10 minutes. Everyone,